morning, it's Randy T-Bird out here in Arizona. Cloudy, cool Arizona. Had some rain Christmas Eve, and little sprinkles here, and very cloudy Christmas Day. We just kind of hung out at the house and did all that stuff and watched football games and did all that usual holiday stuff. Ate too much, sat around too much. But I'm out for a ride now, try to get some wind over my body. Pretty cool. It's only in the high 50s right now. You know, for us, that's the depth of winter. And just got to get out on the bike. I had 4 days off for this holiday, so this is going to be good. I got Monday off too, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow. But last week's vlog talked about Sportsters. I am looking for a project, and I'm just gonna have to keep searching. Right now everything's too much money for what I want to do. I don't want a mechanical disaster because that's not where my strengths lie. I like to customize, but everything's pretty pricey right now. It seems like used bikes cost more than new ones, and things being what they are right now, prices are up. But one of the things that struck me was Dynas cost more now used than they did new. When I bought my 2015, it was right at $13,900, and you can't find anything even all the way back to like 2013 or 14 for $14,000 and $15,000 around here. So you get some older ones under 10 grand, but yeah, the older ones do not have the features that I like on the Dynas. But Dyna really isn't what I'm really looking for right now. I like Dynas, but it'd be too similar to what I have right now. I want something a little different. I had thought about Sportsters and Triumphs, and I spent a lot of time searching Cycle Trader and Craigslist and everything for what's out there, and other than one that would look like the aforementioned mechanical disaster, I didn't really see anything that was affordable. And there are certain models of Sportsters I really don't want. I do want a blacked out one, and I not caring for all the chrome on the Sportster. I prefer the blacked out look. I think they look meaner there. And there's a lot of customization you can do to Sportsters that'll keep me occupied for a while. And there's a lot of, because there's such a long production run, and even in the current configuration of the Evo Sportster has been basically in production since 2004, there's a lot of used parts available, which helps you keep the price down when you're doing stuff. Lots of things on Craigslist offer up and whatever, so that's probably the direction I'll go. Now, if I was to look at a Triumph, I would probably be limited to, or you know, the only things that be available to me would be the air-cooled Triumph, the 865s. Having had one of those, oh, somebody lost a TV, what a bummer. Well, you find weird things on the side of the freeway these days, or all days actually. Anyway, back regarding Triumphs, nothing wrong with the air-cooled Triumphs. I did have one 2014. Back in December of 14, and I never really clicked with that bike, but I also feel that I probably didn't give it a good chance. I had my Harley, I had a Softail Fat Boy Low at the time. I ended up riding it more than I did the Triumph, and I never really gave it a fair shake. And with the stock exhaust, it was so quiet, it sounded like a 250 Honda, and I didn't really care for that. And I also, at the time, really couldn't afford a $600 set of mufflers for it. So with the two bikes, I ended up basically selling the Triumph, trading in the Fat Boy, and getting that 15 Dyna that I had. But I'm kind of, my mind's open to the air-cooled Triumphs again. The Scrambler model kind of appeals to me because it has the 270-degree crank firing order, and they have a different feel to them than the 360 degree crank, which was like the old Triumphs, which I've had several. But anyway, that's my thoughts, and so I continue to shop and look around and wait for that elusive deal to show up where I can buy something that, you know, is not new, that I can do something with. If you're looking down here on my bike, you see I've only got my crash bar. I had traded with a friend some stuff who bought one and didn't want this crash bar, and it's the mustache bar, and I like the looks. I was afraid it was going to be too bulky looking for this bike, but the way it cuts out and curves around, then it actually looks pretty good. So that, and I had learned a lot about how to mount these things without having you know, 5 people help you. I did have some help from my wife, just to help me guide some bolts in, and Nathan, at 7 years old, knows how to use a ratchet, so that's a good thing. He helped me out a little bit, even got one of the bolts pretty tight. I was surprised, so I appreciated his help. And if he ever watches my videos, he does sometimes, but he doesn't have the attention span to go through 10 or 15 minutes of my blathering. He hears me enough at home, I think. So anyway, that's my plan. As I need a project, and I'd like to get something before it gets hot, because once it gets hot, it generally gets here real hot in the garage, and it's a little hard to be in there. I have a little evaporative cooler which works fine if you're right in front of it, but if you're a foot to either side, it's like nothing's going on. So anyway, so sometimes spring, whatever, I'm thinking like a flat tracker style on both counts, both for the Sportster and the Triumph, probably a solo seat, and wide flat bars, which I have a lot of those parts at home from the handlebar experiments of the past. I used to be big at changing handlebars, but for me, I just like to tinker, and it gives me something to do. Even if you go out, and if it's a second bike, if you go out and spend an hour on it, you know, it gives me something to do for a little while, and then I can do something else, and it doesn't become a, you know, have-to project because I'd have nothing to ride. So I just put my hand in front of the screen. I apologize for that. Got a police out today. Kind of cool today. Clouds are different. It was super cloudy yesterday, and it looked like it was going to rain again. I think it sprinkled a few times, but it didn't really rain too much. And but it rained all day Christmas Eve day and into the night, and it was we had quite a bit of rain here in Phoenix. So it was different. You know, my wife likes the rain. I don't mind rain for a day or so, but more than that, just kind of, I wouldn't do well up in the Northwest probably. You see the videos people take and how beautiful it is and everything, but let's face it, those are on the nice days, as it does rain a lot up there. But they sure have some nice roads. I mean, if you watch Sean Smoke's videos, my God, his riding area is awesome. And he's got such stuff even so close to him. It's just awesome roads and no traffic to speak of. That's incredible. Here it's about 12:30, quarter to 1. Got a late start. Went out to breakfast and just thought I would get out for a ride before the day gets away from me. I do have some things to do. As always, busy life. Anyway, I love the way the clouds look against the mountainsides there. Really, it's just a beautiful look. None of these clouds I think are going to drop any rain, although it is supposed to rain again next week. So, but it'll be during the week, I don't care. Again, I have Monday off, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow, but I might, you know, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go for another ride. Middle of the day, nice and warm. Oh, I'm using some gas here. I'm going to have to stop for gas in a little while. Gas prices have come down a little bit, not much, but some. I saw gas at a Sam's Club for $3.29 a gallon, and I thought, wow. And I said, I should get gas, but then I realized I'm not a Sam's Club member. And even if I was, I saw the lines for the $3.29 a gallon gas were massive. So that, and on the bike, they don't carry premiums, so it doesn't really work for my bike. Tow truck ahead of me going a little slow, wait for traffic to clear so I can get around him. Normally these guys in tow trucks are driving like maniacs. They must be really good drivers, at least in their own opinion, because they always are hauling ass. This guy isn't, so who knows. Hope you all got good stuff for Christmas. You got all the things that you wanted, and if you didn't get the things you wanted, you got gift certificates to get the things you want. I got a little bit of both. I got all the usual things. Like my wife got me an air compressor, which is cool. I've been wanting one for a long time, and you know, when you need one, you need one. You know, that's it. You know, air and tires, or blowing dirt out of some parts or whatever, you know, or maybe running an air tool. I mean, I'm gonna have to pick up maybe an air impact or something of that nature, or maybe a sander or whatever, because if I get this other bike, I'm probably going to want to paint it, so I can get it prepped and then take it to an auto shop and have it painted. A friend of mine that does paint is not set up for that right now, as he moved, and his house is being built, so it's not really, his shop isn't set up. He's a heck of a painter, but okay, what do we got going here? This, okay, mutter. Anyway, this is Randy T. Bird out in Arizona, getting some wind over my knees and my helmet and my hands, and just enjoying the cool air and the being on the bike and de-stressing a little bit. The holidays can be a little stressful, but you know, not too bad overall. And again, I hope you all had a great holiday, and Santa treated you well, and you got to see your friends and family, and everything is good for you. Thanking my subscribers. This has been a good year for subscribers, and I'm coming up on, I was at 179 videos that I've posted, so another month or so I will be getting close to 200, and I'll probably try to do something special for the 200th posting. And anyway, this is Randy T. Bird out here in beautiful winter Arizona, riding the bike and not freezing to death. So we'll talk to you later.